May the 4th be with you here at Arapahoe Basin. Going for Darth Vader snowboard. See if we can get this zipped up. Yep. Oh no! Upside down scorpion.
Ouch.
He's okay. It's all good.
I didn't plan for it to line up this way. But Copper closing day was day 190 days on snow this season. From that first hot afternoon back in October for Keystone's surprise opening, to standing in the dark chasing first chair at the Basin opening day, to now spring sun, soft turns, and the kind of tired legs that tell you gave it everything you could. And here we are on May the 4th, a day that means something more. Because this season, it wasn't just a season, it was a saga. I remember those early mornings standing in lift lines before sunrise, quiet, cold, everyone half asleep, but also somehow completely wired. You could feel it in the air, the anticipation, like something was about to begin. That was always my version of stepping onto the edge of something bigger. Not a galaxy, far, far away, but a mountain that in that moment was perhaps just as epic and iconic at the same time. The first chair. It was about belief. Belief that getting up earlier, pushing harder, it all meant something. That there's value in showing up before the world wakes up to deliver the Trailer Tom Resort reports. That if you're willing to endure the cold, the wind, the long wait, you get something more than just a run. You get to meet some very awesome people in the lift line and in the social media chats. For 190 days, I've chased powder like it was the last stash in the universe. I've carved groomers so clean it felt like time slowed down. I've taken slams that reminded me real quick, similar to a game of pinball, that gravity always wins. There were storms where you couldn't see 10 feet in front of you. Days where the snow stacked up faster than you could ride it. Days where everything clicked, and days where nothing did. But I still had a blast. Mostly the reports were no new snow overnight, fast and loud conditions, riding plenty of catwalks to find runs that were open. But every single one of those days was part of the story. There were moments this season where conditions were terrible, but the livestream chat kept me stoked. That's when you find out what's really driving you. Because anyone can have fun when it's easy. Bluebird skies, fresh powder, no crowds, those days take care of themselves. But the real question is, do you show up when it's hard? Do you keep going when the line is long, the snow is tracked out, and your body is telling you to take a break? Yeah, that's where the journey changes. That's where it becomes something more. It's about the people in line with you. It's about hanging out on the live streams, talking to people in the chat who tune in from all over planet Earth, the ones who also gave up sleep, who also chose the cold over comfort, the conversations at 8 a.m., the laughs, the shared stoke when the lift finally spins. It's about the crew you ride with, in person and online. The ones who push you, who celebrate the wins and laugh off the crashes. It's about the lift operators, the patrol, the people behind the scenes who make it all happen, day in and day out, so we can chase the freshies. And it's about everyone watching, following along, getting inspired to get out there themselves. Because this isn't just about snowboarding. It's about choosing adventure with old and new friends. At day 190, looking back on the 25-26 season, I reflect on every early morning, every freezing wait in line, every mile driven, every lift ridden. It all adds up. not just to a number, but to a legacy, a story, a tradition, the tradition of live first chairs, opening day, the pursuit of that first ride up, when everything is still untouched and full of possibility. That's something worth carrying forward. Maybe it's fitting that this reflection lands on May the 4th, because if there's one thing this season has taught me, it's this. There's something powerful in committing to a path and sticking with it, day after day, no matter what. There's something real about trusting the process, even when you don't know how it's going to turn out. And there's something unforgettable about sharing that journey with others through video posts and live streams. Closing day at Copper, I rode with people on the chair that were on day 1 of their season. The season may be winding down with Copper and the Basin closing days, but the mission isn't over. Not even close. You can't have an opening day without a closing day. The next opening day is already out there, waiting. Another first chair. Another chance to step into the unknown and start the story all over again and stack those priceless memories. I'm still going for 200 days this season. So from one rider to another, whether you chased one day or 190, whether you got first chair or just made it up the mountain, whether you rode powder, park, or just cruised with friends, you were part of this season. You were part of the story. And as we close out the 25/26 chapter, I thank you. Thank you for being a part of it. May the Stoke be with you, always.